Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this special occasion in the lives of the young adults whose accomplishments we are here celebrating today. Like baptism and marriage, the graduation ceremony is one of great tradition and respect. During the presentation of diplomas, we ask that families and guests help us to maintain the dignity of the ceremony by applauding, yet holding cheers until the end so that all students may have the honor of hearing their names read as they graduate from high school. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present the Ben Davis graduating class of 2019. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would ask that you remain standing and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem by the Ben Davis Band. Graduates, you may be seated. I am now honored to welcome our first student speaker of the evening, Mr. Mutmain Mustafa, President of the Ben Davis High School Class of 2019.
Good evening, parents, family and friends, and Wayne Township faculty. Good evening, class of 2019 graduates! It's been a long journey, but we did it. So, bienvenidos, bienvenue, welcome, marhaban, ekabo. Welcome to the graduation of the most diverse township and the most diverse high school in Indiana. To be honest, I've been avoiding writing the speech. And no, it's not because I'm nervous, because there's 1,000 people in front of me right now. But I've been avoiding writing the end of what's been a very memorable and very emotional and very exciting high school career we had. Now, you wouldn't be sitting in front of me, graduates, right now if it weren't for some individuals. These individuals have been part of your life since day one and are continuing to be there for you, showing their compassion, showing their care, and showing their loves. I'm not talking about teachers, guys. I'm talking about your parents. So join me, stand up to give them a moment of applause, a round of applause. Thank you, parents, we love you. You may now be seated. Life is full of opportunities, guys, and Wayne Township proves that for us. Wayne Township gives us many opportunities in academics, sports, and even scholarships. But what I'm going to be talking about today is the Area 31 Career Center. The Area 31 Career Center is a center where 12 schools around the city attend to take a step further in their career path. And with the great help of the staff like Ms. Erin Dietrich and Mr. Pratt and Mr. Biggerstaff, they're ensuring that we have success. And along with my pharmacy technology students, Carla Magana, Brianna Lucas, Jamani Ramey, Desi Woods, Sydney McKean, Haley Russell, Jasmine Morgan, Yoselin Zavala, stand with you today as owners of associate's degree, and we're nationally certified to be pharmacy technicians anywhere in the world, in the United States, just because of the Area 31 Career Center. So thank you, Wayne. See, opportunities like this are what we can't take for granted and what we have to harness. You cannot be scared to take risks in your life. Opportunities like this will only come once, and you have to take them. So thank you, Wayne. All 4 years of high school that we anticipated felt like it was just a breeze. It started with us being in 8th grade and being so excited to step foot in the big kids school after touring the Ben Davis High School. And then in freshman year, we were known as the annoying freshmen, but it was a time for us to figure out who we really are and who we really wanted to be. And then came sophomore year. It was when some of us started taking honors classes and AP classes and started feeling the struggle of high school. Then came junior year. Junior year was that year for us when we learned to procrastinate, and trust me, we did it very well. We procrastinated a lot, but we still got the job done. We stayed up studying for SATs, and we were sleep deprived. And that kind of explains why some of us are still 5'4" and are gonna stay like that. But that's not the point tonight. If you don't understand what I'm saying about junior year was when you realize that high school isn't really High School Musical. It was something greater than that. And then senior year, ooh, we were introduced to this beautiful thing called senioritis. You know what, I won't even explain that. You understand what I'm talking about, Giants. But my point is, throughout our high school career, we faced many adversities. But we all here sitting in front, you guys in front of me sitting, you've all overcome all the adversities. And that's one of the reasons why they call us Giants. Our years in high school were full of memories, and unforgettable memories that forever we will remember. Our sophomore year, our underrated basketball team just went to state and took home the title. Our junior year, our football team literally had a perfect season, 14-0 record, and became top 5 in the nation and took home the state title by thrashing Penn 63-14. Our senior year, with a new head coach, Mr. Carlisle, the Ben Davis basketball team went all the way to state finals and became first runner-up. Congratulations, Giants. See, if I were to keep reading our achievements, we wouldn't graduate today. So I'm gonna move on. There are some individuals amongst us, our teachers who've been teaching more than 20 to 30 years, and are still deciding to continue teaching, even though they could have still retired, showing the same passion for teaching and ensuring our better futures. I'm talking about teachers like Ms. Sherry Grammer, Mr. Mark E. Montgomery, Mr. Vanderbush, Mr. Goins. I'm talking about all those teachers. And I want to thank Mr. Gary Peters, the Spell Bowl coach, for taking Ben Davis to the first Spell Bowl state finals ever. I also want to thank all the senior class officers. Help create memories, unforgettable memories. Now, Giants, it is time for us to write the next chapter in our lives. During the 4 years in high school, we learned so many things. We learned relevant information like integrals, quadratic equations, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, but we also learned irrelevant things like how to whoa or how to dab. And we learned that if you have AirPods, you're cool. But in all seriousness, Giants, life is not easy, and life will beat you, especially in the moment that you are in right now. Life will beat you, but it's not about how bad life beats you. It's about the courage. It's about keep going and reaching that goal of yours. We have too many talents, guys, amongst us to waste. There's a saying that the graveyard is the richest place on earth because it's full of innovation ideas that no one ever used. Giants, use your talents and let the world hear you roar. I wish we could play the game of I Spy right now because in front of me, I spy engineers, I spy doctors, I spy military officers, I spy people who aspire to be what they want to be. I spy greatness. If you can dream it, you can achieve it, Giants. If you have a big dream, you can definitely achieve it. One of my favorite quotes is, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. I want to be able to see, in 20 years, I want to be able to see Ashley Aiken in the NFL as an NFL cheerleader, Tyrese Nibbs and Delbert Mims tackling people in the NFL. I want to see Jalen Wyndham and Cameron Mall taking ankles in the NBA. I want to see Keely Jones be the best woman golfer ever. I want to see greatness, Giants. And if you're wondering if the class of 2019 can be the greatest class Ben Davis has ever had, President Obama has the right answer for us. Yes, we can. And when you have big dreams like that, you will see negative people in front of you. But it's not about that. When Michelle Obama said, when they go low, Giants, we go high. Now, just because you're not going to college does not mean you can't succeed. There are many people who dropped out of college or people who didn't even go to college at all, like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Ellen DeGeneres, John D. Rockefeller, and many more. But now, I'm not saying don't go to college now, don't get me wrong. But what really drives success is your purpose. You have to know your why. Your why will give you that extra fuel when you're out of gas money. Your why will be that Uber driver for you when you have no ride. Your why will take you a long way. Giants, life is full of opportunities. It's all about taking them. Do not be afraid to take chances and opportunities in life. One more reminder, please remember to be awesome. Thank you.
I am very proud to introduce our next speaker. Please welcome one of our distinguished graduates from the class of 2019, Ms. Lucero Salinas.
Makes sense that most talkative gives a speak at graduation, right? Back during the college essay season, I remember writing on the Common App about realizing how we don't have a story that defines us, we have multiple ones. I think back behind it, and I realize that the same thing applies to our futures. When I mean multiple futures, I don't necessarily mean time-wise. We are told that we should wish that our future is successful. While that may necessarily be important, we also have to remember that we have a future that is joyful, one that is persistent, one that fills us with emotions and excitements and longing for anything that will make us work harder. One thing we always heard in high school is that we haven't experienced life yet, that our future is just the beginning. I believe that it has already begun. That's why we are considered alive, right? Our future, our multiple futures are still going, but our goal is to not let it stop. All these people here have contributed to a crucial 18 years of our lives. That's why this moment is being celebrated right here, right now. We're going to achieve our futures. I would like to thank everyone who has helped be here today. For me, that would be my dad and my stepmom. Gracias, papi Gaby, por todo. Thanks to you guys, we're not going to let our stories stop. We don't even know the plot of our stories, and we have to hope that we find out.
It is my honor to introduce our next student speaker, Ms. Julia Simler, the Ben Davis High School 2019 Valedictorian.
On this day, we have all crossed paths for perhaps the last time. In doing so, I encourage us to look back on the legacy we have left as a class. Each of us fought a number of battles to stand in our shoes today, and that is something in which to take pride. The road was long and not easy by any means, but often when we felt alone or helpless, our friends, families, and teachers led us in the right direction. Their support is something that we shouldn't take for granted. Something I really want to emphasize today is our own hard work, which is seen in each of us in different capacities. Every single person in this room learns differently and thinks differently, and the fact that we're all going to cross this stage today should speak volumes about how each of us responds to challenges. We are a resilient group and have proven that we are up for any challenge. Our class has not gone without hardship, and I would like us to remember to always be grateful for the opportunities given to us, and to always remember those who were not given the same opportunities or who may have left us too soon. In conclusion, I'd like to read a quote from former First Lady Michelle Obama to consider after today. You may not always have a comfortable life, and will not always be able to solve all of the world's problems at once. But don't ever underestimate the importance you can have, because history has shown us that courage can be contagious, and hope can take on a life of its own. What we have left behind as a class at Ben Davis is great, but the possibilities of what we will bring with our education and our passions in the future, no matter where we end up, are even greater. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2019.
I am honored to introduce our next speaker. Please welcome our 2019 Ben Davis High School Teacher of the Year, Miss Allison Kegley.
Good evening. Welcome parents, families, colleagues, and of course a giant welcome to our graduating seniors. Yay! Cheer again, it's okay. Today, May 31st, 2019, it represents one of the biggest achievements in your life so far. I hope it remains special for many years to come. Each year, when I come to the graduation ceremony, I cannot help but walk down memory lane myself. 22 years ago, I was in your seat, that's 1997 in case you're trying to do the math, listening to several speeches and thinking this day has finally come. I had my goals and my dreams in my head, and I was ready to start the next chapter. The next chapter, well, it did not play out how my 18-year-old brain thought it was going to. But the change and the challenges it brought shaped me greatly in such positive ways. In hindsight, I saw how much I grew when I took chances that scared me because of the risk involved. But during those times, it was hard to see the positive impact the situation was having on me. It just seemed like a really hard struggle. You surely will encounter some of these same challenges and struggles. So I want to remind you, don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of challenges. Welcome them. This is where growth happens. Accept an opposing viewpoint and be open to new ideas. But no matter what, persevere and enjoy the ride. Who knows what pleasant surprises it'll bring. This year, I read a book with colleagues, Strengths Finder 2.0. I want to tell you the best takeaway I got from the book. Discover and develop your strengths instead of correcting your deficiencies. Find out what you do well and follow that in life. Perhaps you're an achiever, or maybe you're a little like me, and you have a strength in consistency. Or maybe you're neither of these. But whatever you are, discover your strength and be a great one. I know your futures will be filled with success. Remember, success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing. Thank you for allowing me and all of your other awesome adults to be your teachers. You allow us to do what we love to do every single day. Congratulations, class of 2019. Go out and change the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome Miss Sandra Squire, principal of Ben Davis High School.
Dr. Butts, I proudly present to you the members of the class of 2019. I certify that they will have fulfilled the requirements set forth by the school board of the Metropolitan School District of Wayne Township and the state of Indiana. I hereby recommend that they receive their diploma.
Ms. Squire, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Indiana and the Metropolitan School District of Wayne Township Board of Education, I hereby confer on these individuals the Indiana High School diploma with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
Will the first row of graduates please rise? As our scholars receive their diplomas, their names will be read by Mr. John Easter and Mr. Benjamin Fraley.
Julia Simler, Lucero Salinas, Darnie Desai, Megan Hernley, Hayden Baldwin, Mariah Judy, Tara Poindexter, Callie Naguse, Najma Ali, Mutmain Mustafa, Gilbert Benitez, Mariama Falk, Kiana Jackson, Lily Berry, Deja Smith, Janae Stubblefield, Jaslyn Khan, Anaya Hollins, Michaela Gohagan, Patrick Lamelli, Nicole Ahuria, Jose Cortez, Shivani Patel, Corbin Lee, Alec Newman, Abigail Beaumont, Juliana Hagen, Justin Borneo, Luna Stinson, Ashley Aiken, Ashley Castile, Anaya Dunn,
Nerea Kojawong, Cameron Moody, Emily Moreno, John Owen, Jasmine Polito, Odalise Saez, Alexis Abbott, Austin Acker, Malika Adamu, Anissa Adams, Tanae Adams, Danisha Addy, Adewume Adoye, Marvelous Adegun, Jaden Agee, Daniel Aguila, Giselle Aguilar, Isabella Aguilar, Ikran Ahmed, John Akers Jr., Binga Akinaranye, Hanaya Alcade, Aaron Alaman Moreno, Jayla Alexander, Andea Allen, David Allen, Lauren Allen, Shania Allen Brown, Anthony Allison, Elias Alonso Michaka, Renee Altamirano, Lourdes Alvarez, Roberto Alvarez Soto, Brian Amaro,
Jonathan Anastasio, Cayman Anderson, Jessica Anderson, Michaela Anderson, Fulajimi Ani Fawoshe, Kevin Apalaya, Juan Arias Torres, Hannah Arnett, Elisha Arnold, Peyton Arnold, Ayade Itaroko, Michaela Atwater, Arlesia Avance, Gabriela Avila Madrano, Catherine Avila Oreda, Olamide Awula, Erica Ayala, Zoe Bailey, Cody Bear, Jaquise Baker, Marquise Bankhead, Carrion Bankston, Nathaniel Bannister, Anthony Barahona, James Barker, Jared Barnes, Micaiah Barnett, Gregory Barnett II, Luzalina Barado, Jamarcus Barrett, Brittany Bautista, Jesselina Bautista, Jesse Bautista Jr.,
Deshaun Beecham, Tyree Beckett, Cabrion Bell, Joseph Belt, Patricia Benjamin, Alexis Bennett, Cecia Bermudez, Abergina Bertoni, Tyrone Bethel Jr., Nathan Bewley, Zerubbabel Bayane, Anthony Bilbro, Fatiha Biodun Lawal, Jaden Burge, Ruben Blanco, Gage Blostic, David Bleifeld, Jackson Bloomer, Jose Bogarin, Jalen Bowen, Anderson Bonilla, Melanie Bonilla, Yacy Bonilla, Lucas Bordenkecker, Taylor Boswell, Nicholas Bowman, Sabino Boizo Jr.,
Congratulations.
Carl Bracken,
You got it.
Dalton Bradley,
They're going to say it.
Nia Bradley, Jamie Brewer, Joshua Brim, Kenye Briscoe, Tico Brisker Jr.,
Ryan Brockett, Jalen Brooks, Anthony Brown, Karan Brown, Darren Brown, Imani Brown, Jayla Brown, Megan Brown, Manye Brown, Nicholas Brown, Hunter Bryant, Miranda Bennell, Darren Bunton, Andrew Burkett, Colin Burke, Johnny Burns, Chanel Burr, Anye Burris, Kaylee Burton, Ricori Bush, Heidi Cabanas Hernandez, Litzy Cabrera, Brian Caceres, Brianna Camacho, Cortel Campbell, Melissa Campos, Anessa Cantrell, Brian Carmona, Jared Carpenter, Samara Carpenter, Xavier Carpenter, Danya Corretto, Asia Carruthers, Christopher Carson,
Haley Carson, Dazanique Carter, Jacob Carver, Joanna Castro Alvarez, Carmen Castro Conchoya, Alexander Castro Cueva, Alberto Cabasa, Emily Sabalos, Wesley Cessna, Erica Chavez, Tamara Childs, Dion Clark, Iman Clark, Xavier Clark Gary,
Nope.
Jeffrey Clayton, Sean Clifford,
Wait,
Ricky Close III,
hold on.
Sydney Cohen, Haley Coors, Eternity Cole, Manye Cole, Damia Coleman, Jada Coleman, Janai Coleman, Janae Coleman, Vertus Coley Jr., Marilyn Colindres Vasquez, O'Shawn Collins, Devin Collis, Christy Condado Moreno, Miguel Contreras,
Got it, Jacob.
Miranda Contreras, Jacob Cook, Caden Cook,
Ariana Cooks, Bailey Cooper, Dontarius Cooper, Tanaya Cooper, Tiana Cooper, Cassandra Copus, Ayana Council, Alonzo Covarrubias, Curtis Covington Jr., Jada Crumble, Ariel Cruz, Laura Cruz, Uriel Quantle Molina, Elizabeth Cummings, Perla Curiel Rubio, Daisha Kerm, Kalia Curry, Tyrekus Cushingberry, Zaya Cushingberry, Samuel Daney, Kendra Dantzler, Mark Daniel IV, Brandon Daniels, Carlos Davalos Diaz, Deshaun Davenport, Maki Davis, Jaden Day, Irving De La Cruz, Ashley De Los Santos, Gabriela De Los Santos, Jalen Deering, Brittany Dieter. Malik Damberville. Megan Dehere.
Kimberly Del Rio. Ashley Denny. Morgan Doremus. Alejandro De Salas. Laura Dew. Haley DeWitt. Amadou Diallo. Albert Diaz. Jordy Diaz. Yaseline Diaz. Kevin Diaz Hurtado. Blake Dickens. Nazare Dickinson. Nazare Dixon. Colin Dingle. Joseph Dishner. Kayla Dobbs. Eric Dodds. Ariane Dodds. Mercedes Dominguez. Elijah Juan Drake. Richard Duarte. Jordan Dugan.
Congrats, girl.
William Dumas Webb. Aaliyah Dumas. Deja Duncan. Jade Duncan. Joshua Duncan. Desiree Dunn. Beckenbauer Duval. Jarrell Dykus. Caitlin Eckert. Zachary Edwards. Layla Ellaby. Kawan Emerson.
Connor Endries. Blossom Eni. Martavina Escalante Rodriguez. Alondra Escobar Pineda. Sylvia Esperanza Diaz. Alexis Esquivel Mendez. Jason Estes. Marcos Estrada. Joash Estrella. Mariette Etta. Faith Faber. Aubrey Fain. Kenneth Farrer. Wesley Faith. Daniel Famakinde. Brente Farmer. Ayana Farmer. Valerie Fernandez. Ryan Fields. Tatum Figueroa. Caitlin Fink. Kara Fisher. Trevor Fleming. Jackson Fletcher. Estefany Flete Dominguez. Angel Flores. Dorian Flores. Maria Flores. Michael Flores. Eric Flournoy. Francesca Fontes. Alexis Ford. Matthew Forte. Bailey Foster.
Caleb Foy. Leonardo Franco. Tristan Frederick. Susan Freitas. Antoinette Frierson. Brianna Frison. Mario Fuentes. Alexis Gaddy. Jorge Galindo. Arnoldo Gamboa. Jacqueline Gomez. Aaron Gant. Ana Garcia. Araceli Garcia. Ivana Garcia. Neri Garcia. Stephen Garcia. Ivan Garcia Bolanos. Takira Garman. Haley Garner. DeMarcus Garner Jr. Rion Garrett. Luis Garrido. Thomas Garwood. Cameron Gaston, Amante Gavia, Alondra Gavilasness, Aja Gentry, Trey Genus, Madislasis George, Amber Gervasio, Bryce Gibson, Jeremy Gibson, Justice Gibson,
Joseph Gibson II, Avery Gilbert, Tyrese Gill, Alyssa Gilstrap, Peyton Godfrey, Nathaniel Goins Jr., Samaya Golden, Nathan Golub, Jorge Gomez, Caitlin Gomez, Oscar Gomez, Anaja Gamelia, Montana Gonzarowski, Matias Gonzalez, Michael Gonzalez, Chistara Gooch, Hannah Granados, Erica Graves, Mercedes Greengreb, Destiny Griffin, Justin Gibb, Carlos Guillen Sanchez, Josh Gutierrez, Brock Guy, Israel Guzman, Anna Haynes, Jordan Hall, Ashley Hanley, Danielle Harden, Jakayla Harper, Thaddeus Harrington, Desamia Harris, Howard Harris,
Michaela Harris, Noah Harris, Savion Harris, Tyra Harris, Tyrone Harris, Alani Harrison, Siobhan Harrison, Deonda Hart, Cosette Hartman, Lane Hathaway, Alyssa Hawkins, Stephen Hayes Jr., Jalen Helton, Kelvin Henderson, Christiana Hendren, Darian Herbert, Brian Hernandez, Emily Hernandez, Jennifer Hernandez, Luis Hernandez, Luis Hernandez Quesada, Jennifer Herrera Sandoval, Desiree Herring, Miracle Heron, Janaya Hester, Laura Hicks, Darius Higgins, Maurice Higgins, Gregory Hill, Giovanna Hines, Carl Henshaw, Garrett Hogue III, Adriana Holbrook, Jason Holden,
Anna Holder, Alondra Holland, Timothy Holt II, Anthony Hoskins, Andrew House, Braxton Houston, DeJuan Howard, Bridget Houghton, Dorian Hudson, Jalen Hudson, Anthony Huerta, Adriana Hull, Veronica Hurst, Abdulwars Ibrahim, Laviana Irving, Meadow Isselhart, Jamie Jackson, Nada James Carillas, AJ Johnny, Alexis Jennings, Jalen Jennings, Micah Jeter, Andrea Johnson, Dante Johnson, Deontrell Johnson, Isaiah Johnson, Jaslyn Johnson, Michaela Johnson, Sadea Johnson, Tyrese Johnson, Victoria Johnson, Alexis Jones, Anaya Jones, Brianna Jones,
Cameron Jones, Dewan Jones, Jasmine Jones, Keely Jones, Kyle Jones, Logan Jones, Ajaris Jones Jr., Kayana Joyner, Diana Juarez Molina, Anthony Keedy, Shelby Kiefer, Kristen Keith, Dakota Kennedy, Deja Kennedy, Cameron Kerr Shields, Vinley Compilabong, Dominic Kimbrough, William Kindig, Erica King, Kendarius King, Elijah Kleinhens, Simon Knox, Justin Kopp, Taylor Kopp, Anthony Lackey, Katie Lamonte, Matthew Landorlin, Lauren Lane, Maisie Lane, Haiti Lara, Brian Larkin, Kyle Laskowski, Fernando Lazo Giron, Jennifer Leeper,
Gideon Lent, Kayla Leverett, Parker Levy, Brianna Lewis, Darius Lewis, Reagan Lewis, Michael Leva, Jose Leahut, Sydney Lillard, Jasmine Lilly, Nidian Liman, Jacob Linder, Jason Lindsay, Christopher Lindsay, Heaven Little, Reginald Little, Dylan Livingston, Danny Lobos, Tyson Locke, Abigail Loxton, Portia Lawler, Wyatt Long, Ernesto Lopez, Jesus Lopez, Olivia Lopez, Denise Lopez Martinez, Jessica Lopez Oriana, Rosa Lopez Serrano, Fausto Lopez Ibarra, Kylie Lociavo, Noah Louis Saint, Janet Lavera, Brianna Lucas, Kanae Lyles,
Ryan Mabry, Jason Madikis, Daphne Made, Carla Magana, Peyton Mahoney, Kayla Maldonado, Stephanie Maldonado, Enrique Matis Villaquena, Genesis Martin, Christian Martinez, Jasmine Martinez, Oscar Martinez, Laura Martinez Cruz, Rafael Martinez Pena, Julian Mata, Maurice Matheny, Cian Mathis, Genesis Matos, Devontae Matthews, Cameron Mall, Gage May, Jalen Mays, Jasmine Mays, Joanna Mazarigos, Tomas Mazon Diaz, Miracle McClinton, Brian McCormick, Sydney McKean, Brandon McMichael, Kyla Metter, Bobby Lynn Means, Andrea Medina, Fernando Medina, Ivan Medina,
Jamie Medina, Yvette Melendez, Andrea Mendez, Brianna Mendez, Jesus Mendez Acosta, Juliana Meza Barrios, Brittany Mylan, Amaya Miller, Jesse Miller, Raylan Mims, Delbert Mims III, Elijah Manaya, Eric Miramontes, Donald Mitchell, Jasmine Mitchell, Carly Mitchell, Victoria Mitchell, Eric Mitchell II, Olivia Mobley, Candice Marie Modano, Valeria Molina, Johan Manji, Benjamin Montgomery, Michaela Montgomery, Jalen Moore, Nalacia Moore, Nathaniel Moore, Dagoberto Morales, Esmeralda Morales, Edson Morales Laguna, Randy Moran, Diego Moreno, Brenda Moreno Feliz,
Jacoby Morgan, Jasmine Morgan, Asia Morris, Michaela Morris, Skylar Morris, Jennifer Munoz, Brian Munoz Reyes, Emily Murray, Lionel Muse, Victoria Muchman, Stacia Miles, Michael Nall, Jayla Napier, Damon Nelson, Sophia Nugent, Tyrese Nibbs, Dejas Nix, Logan North, Cameron Norwood, Joaquin Noyola, Demarius Knuckles, Sabrina Knuckles, Mariah Nunez, Purity Naimingu, Ayomidai Okadiji, Mercy Okoro, Chioma Okwezi, Krista Olden, Noemi Olivia, Teresa Olmos, Azim Okolu, Aziza Oluku, Cynthia Oluwatoye, Fatima Omatoso,
Manamanya Opiu, Martha Opiu, Aaron Orman, Braulio Orozco Mendez, Cody Ottinger, Jonathan Owens, Jordan Owens, Shayla Owens, Haley Page, Sergio Palacio Ornelas, James Palacios, Jose Palacios, Larry Palacios, Karen Palencia, Crystal Palmero, Jerica Parker, Kiara Parker C, Darnell Parks, Israel Parrott, Krupa Patel, Ria Patel, Kelsey Patterson, Taqualia Patterson, Judalise Paula Adias, Julia Payne, Alexis Pierce, Jose Pedroza Bedoya, Jesse Pemberton, Brianna Pena, Jadalyn Penn, Kaylee Percy, Jennifer Perez, Rogelio Perez, Elizabeth Perez Valladares,
Yvonne Perez Garcia, Bradley Petty, Janaya Petty, Jalen Phelps, Levi Pierpont, Sandina Pierre Luis, Michael Pimentel, Levi Pinkard, Trinity Pippin, Jordan Pitts, Leslie Ponce, Sage Porter, Thaddeus Posey, Austin Potter, Lon Poe, Edward Powell, Andrew Presley, Mahogany Price, Felix Priest, Haley Pringle, Jacob Prophet, Jada Quarles, Trinity Quarles, Tyon Rainey, Jamani Ramey, Roxana Ramirez Moreno, Jasmine Ramos Ochoa, Aiden Ramsey, Kaylin Randall, Absame Rashid, Hamdi Rashid, Ariana Radcliffe, Susan Rodales Hernandez, Jocelyn Rigosa Cortez,
Patrick Raymond, DeMarvin Rayner, Jayla Redmond, Brandon Reed, Savannah Reed, Michaela Reedus, Peter Retta, Kayla Rexroth, Briseda Reyes Esquivel, Melanie Reynoso, Malachi Rhodes, Kennedy Richardson, Rofika Richardson, Leroy Riley, Carlos Rivera, Elmer Rivera, Shirel Robbins, Courtney Robertson, Megan Robertson, Treon Roby, Alexis Robinson, Lalo Robledo, David Robles, DeAndre Rock, Genesis Rodriguez, Kevin Rodriguez Lopez, Anessa Rogers, Angel Rogers, Anthony Rogers, William Rohr, Brittany Roman, Carla Romero Martinez, Madison Roush,
Kayla Roughton, Jada Rowan, Stefan Rudolph, Mariana Ruiz Flores, Mariela Ruiz Flores, Yakira Rupenthal, Haley Russell, Savannah Sage, William Sales, Andrea Salazar Torres, Victor Salinas Flores, Diana Sanchez, Evelyn Sanchez, Caitlin Sanchez, Raul Sanchez, Jasmine Sanchez Arrera, Daniel Sanchez Ipina, Kimberly Sanchez Rodriguez, Kara Sanders, Kalia Sanders, Tyler Sanders, Gracie Schlautman, Molly Schmidt, Amaya Scott, Deja Scott, Justin Scott, Madeline Scott, Dalen Seacrest, Richard Siebert, Ermela Seifu, Jasmine Servine, David Shake, Naya Shanklin, DeMarcus Sheely,
Eiley Sheffer, Trayvon Shields, Ashlyn Shillings, Jeremy Chenault, Terry Shipley, Darion Shirley, Davida Short, Mohammed Sidibe, Jennifer Silva Duran, Carly Simmerman, Kimani Sims Jr., Zeolin Skiles, Haley Small, Rebecca Smallfoot, Alexis Smith, Ashley Smith, Gabriel Smith, Jaisha Smith, Katara Smith, Seth Smith, Tavon Smith, Taylor Smith, Donovan Snellbaker, Tamiwa Sequoia, Leah Southern, Aurelie Spears, Austin Spears, Alexia Spencer, Jayla Springfield, Morgan Squire Willie, Gavin St. Louis, Jalen Stansberry, Patricia Starr,
Casey Stevenson, Chandler Stigger, Eugenia Stinnett, Josiah Stott, Jordan Strader, Jamal Strickland, Natalia Suarez, Astrid Suazo Ochoa, Jet Lee Summers, Tyrese Sutton, Kenneth Swanson, LeGrand Swanson, Caleb Sweat, Alexander Tabor, Devon Tackett, Jasmine Tafoya, Ahmed Taha, Aaron Tatum III, Troy Taylor, Idris Taylor Jr., Tegest Tazazu, Ravion Thorpe, Destiny Thomas, Isaiah Thomas, Teron Thomas, Nashira Tompkins, Aaron Thompson, Naya Thornton, Antoine Tinsley, Alyssa Toner, Jayla Tony, Lydia Tony, Ernesto Toribio, Braulio Torres,
Isaac Torres, Mark Torres, Eric Torres Arevalo, Roberto Torres Jr., Andy Tovar, Alex Tran, Frank Traub, Hector Trejo, Brianna Turner, Olivia Turpin, Noe Urbina, Christian Valdez, Ana Valdez Orozco, Brian Valencia Chazari, Antonio Vargas, Ashley Vargas, South Vargas, Jessica Vargas, Alexis Vasquez, Emmanuel Vasquez, George Vasquez Tellis, Jalen Beal, Nicole Velasquez, Victor Villagomez, Felipe Villalona, Jennifer Villegas, Paula Villegas, Pritish Verdi, Cameron Volheim, Anaya Wade, Austin Wade, Dakari Wadlington, Alan Walden, Dejanay Walker,
Anthony Walters Jr., Adia Ward, Skylar Ward, Dylan Warman, Michaela Warwick, Katrina Watson, Jacob Weber, Stephen Weddle, Abby Welch, Nathaniel Wellington, Jalen Wells, Ambria Wenzy, Frank Westerfield, Bryce Wharton, Marley White, Ryan Whiteman, Tajane Walker, Henry Wicker, Adrian Wilburn, Brichet Wilderness, Bradley Wiley, Christopher Wiley, Frederica Wiley, Alicia Williams, Brandon Williams, Brian Williams, Bryce Williams, Clevantier Williams, Jalen Williams, Miles Williams, Osias Williams, Shanila Williams, David Williams III,
Mansa Williams Jr., Tayana Willis, Isaiah Willoughby, Nicholas Wills, Alexis Wilson, Jamar Wilson, Jesse Wilson, Kayla Wilson, Kyla Wilson, Jalen Wyndham, Ronald Winiger, Dionys Withers, Caleb Reese Woods, Desiree Woods, Kayla Woods, Lincoln Woods, Simone Wooten, Tyron Wright, Tyler Wyatt, Eileen Yanis, Sebastian Yatako, Demetrio Zarate, Andrea Zavala, Jocelyn Zavala,
Christian Smith, David Gregory, Samantha Zia, Brianna Mason, Mercedes Linares, Zoe Bowen, Amari Kelly, Estrella Alberto, Zoe Bowen, Amari Kelly, Estella Alberto, Luis Mendoza, Jordan Crawford, Jason Redmond, Winton Owens, Jessica Thomas, Cesar Ariola, David Brewer, Nathan Clark, Anthony Hernandez Vega, Dami Bashiru,
Would the graduates please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce Mutmain Mustafa, class president.
This is the moment you've all been waiting for. The turning of the tassels from right to the left is a tradition that marks the earning of a degree and moving into the next stage of life. At this time, I invite my fellow graduates to turn your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the graduating class of 2019.